In this video, we will discuss about speed and velocity. Before we discuss speed and velocity, let us discuss about scalar and vector quantities. Scalar quantities are those which can be represented by only magnitude. Scalar are those quantities which can be represented by only magnitudes, or those quantities which have or which need only the information of magnitude. For example, volume, mass, time. Volume, mass, time and density are the examples of scalar physical quantities. Now, the vector physical quantities are those which can be represented by both magnitude and direction and obeys vector algebra. Vector quantities are those which can be represented by both magnitude and direction. Means those quantities which have both magnitude and direction. Have both magnitude and direction. Then those quantities are called as vector quantities. For example, force, area, displacement. So are the examples of vector quantities. Scalar quantities are those which can be represented by only magnitude. For example, volume, mass, time, density, etc. Or we can say that scalar quantities are those for which magnitude is important. Direction is not important or not required. For example, the mass. I have 20 kg mass. So 20 kg is important. Here my direction is not important. Or direction is not to be represented when I tell you the mass of a particular object. Volume, for example, another example for volume. The volume of the container is 20 liter. Here also I need not to tell you the direction, or it is not required. 20 liter is sufficient to suggest that volume of the container is 20 liter. Now let us discuss about vector. Are those quantities which can be represented by both magnitude and direction, or obey the vector algebra, or we can say that which have both magnitude and direction. For example, force, area, displacement are the examples of the vector physical quantities. Now, vector quantities have both magnitude and direction. This means that for those quantities for which direction is required, direction is need to be mentioned to tell you whole thing of that particular physical quantity. For example, force. Here the force is 20 Newton. If I say the force is 20 Newton, here the force 20 Newton does not tell you the full information, because if I say that I am applying a force of 20 Newton on this block, Here I have not told you the direction, in which direction I am applying the force. If I am applying the force in this direction, this block does not move. If I am applying this force along this direction, then it will move in this direction. If you apply a force in this direction, it will move in this direction. If I apply a force in upward direction, it will move in upward direction. If you apply a force in forward direction, the result is different. So I need to tell you the direction of force as well as the magnitude. So the force, to tell you the force, you should write a magnitude as well as its direction. So those quantities which require both magnitude and direction are known as vector quantities, vector physical quantities. Similarly, area is also a vector quantity, and even the displacement is also a vector quantity. Now let us discuss about speed. Basically, the speed tells us about the rate at which we cover our distance. That is, it tells the rate at which distance is covered, or it is defined as the distance covered by an object in unit time. Suppose a man A is moving along the road and it is covering 10 meter distance in 20 seconds. Then what should be the speed? The speed will be equal to distance. How much distance covered? It covers a 10 meter distance, and divided by how much time? That is 20 second time. And we get it is 1/2 if it is meter per second. So this will be the speed of this man. Now if you write the formula, the speed becomes distance divided by time. Here the units become, distance is measured in meter and time is measured in second, so it becomes meter per second. It is our SI system of unit. Now the velocity. Velocity, it is also the rate at which displacement is covered, or it is defined as the displacement covered by an object in unit time. Same here also, if a body is moving in a straight line, it is covering 10 meter distance in 20 seconds, then speed becomes 1/2 meter per second, and velocity also becomes, velocity will be also 10 meter divided by 20, it is 1/2 meter per second. This formula becomes velocity is equal to displacement divided by time. To tell you that speed and velocity, speed basically tells us the rate at which the distance is covered. It is just the same manner when you go to the shopkeeper and you want to buy 10 toffees. Before you ask for 10 toffees, you will ask what is the cost of one toffee. Basically, you are asking the rate at which you buy one toffee. Means the cost of one toffee automatically tell you what is the cost of 10, 20, 30 toffees. On the same manner, the speed and velocity tells us the rate at which the body covers its distance. if the body is having a speed of 20 meter per second, it means that the body is covering 20 meter in every 1 second. On this way, if somebody asks you that what is the distance covered in 10 seconds, then naturally if in 1 second he is covering 20 meter, then in 10 seconds he will cover 200 meter. So this is the meaning of speed. Speed basically tells us the rate, means in 1 second how much meter, in 1 second how much meter, kilometer. Similarly, this velocity also tells us the rate at which the displacement is covered. If suppose the velocity of an object is 25 meter per second, then what it means? It means that the displacement in 1 second, means in every 1 second he is covering 25 meter displacement, so on. So this is a basic meaning of speed and velocity. Now let us discuss the difference between speed and velocity. Discuss the difference between speed and velocity. Speed, we know that speed is distance divided by time. Here velocity is displacement divided by time. This is your first difference. Second difference is, we know that speed, distance here is irregular path. This path will be always greater than the straight path. That is, the straight path is this much. This path 1 is always less as compared to the path 2. So we can say that speed is always greater than velocity, because speed is distance divided by time. Here distance is always greater than 2, is always greater than 1. Then if distance is always greater, this is always greater as compared to displacement, then we can say that speed is always greater than velocity. Our second point is speed is always greater than velocity. Third, it is a scalar quantity. Why it is scalar? Because distance is a scalar. Because distance is a scalar quantity. If distance is scalar, then the speed will also be a scalar. Third, velocity is a vector quantity, as displacement is a vector quantity. Here you can see here, let us see, this is your body is moving along this path from A to B. Here the direction of distance is not clear, because at every moment he is changing its direction. So which one direction I should tell is not fruitful. So here the distance does not have any direction. But if you talk about the displacement is directly from A to B. Here it has a certain direction which is pointing from A to B. So we can say that displacement is a vector quantity. If displacement is a vector quantity, then velocity will also be a vector quantity. So this is the difference, 3 differences of speed and velocities. One more question may be asked, that when speed is equal to velocity, so when will your speed will be equal to velocity? If you see the formula, speed is distance divided by time. here displacement divided by time, and if distance is equal to displacement, then speed will be equal to velocity. So when distance is equal to displacement, so it happens only when a body moves in a straight line. So if a body is moving directly from A to B, here also distance is equal to displacement. So if distance is equal to displacement, then divided by time, and this will be speed is equal to velocity. So this is your speed and velocity. Thanking you.